After studying this module, you shall be able to first identify the challenges in developing a new product, understand the various reasons for failure of new products, learn some suggestions to come up with new improved successful products, analyze the various stages in development of a new product, and understand the relevance of market maturity levels.
To begin with, challenges in developing new products. Developing new products is a must for all organizations these days. All those who fail to develop new products are generally at a high risk of closure because of changing customer needs and wants, new technological innovations, shortened product life cycles, and increased competition from domestic as well as foreign competitors. Despite that fact, conceptualizing a new product is not an easy task as it involves tremendous efforts, time, and money. Generally, a very small percentage of products are truly innovative and new to the world, while a majority of the products are modified or improved versions of existing products. Some of the categories of the new products have been explained as under. First, new to the world products. These products create an entirely new market. Second, new product lines. These products allow a company to enter an established market for the first time. Third, additions to existing product lines. These products supplement a company's established product lines in terms of packages, sizes, flavors, and so on. Fourth, improvements and revisions of existing products. These products provide improved performance or greater perceived value and replace existing products. Fifth, repositioning. Existing products that are targeted to new markets or market segments. Last, cost reduction. Products that provide similar performance at lower cost. Next, we will talk about the reasons for failure of new products. When a new product is introduced in the market, the profitability of its success is always limited. Utmost care is needed in developing new products because there are hundreds of examples of products which have failed in the market due to one or the other reason. Some of the important reasons are: first, not enough R&D was done before bringing the product in the market. Second, the idea was good but not conceptualized properly. Third, the product was not well designed. Fourth, consumers' response was not well projected. Fifth, cost overruns have taken place resulting in increased development cost. Sixth, the product is incorrectly positioned in the market. Seventh, the product is overpriced. Eighth, the product is not promoted properly. Ninth, the product fails to meet customer safety and environment protection issues. Last, competitors respond with better products and better promotional strategies. Given all these challenges, it becomes very difficult for all the organizations to come up with new, improved, successful products. In order to be successful in the market, it is important for them to follow certain guidelines, such as to carefully define and assess the target market, inquire about the consumer's product requirement and benefits which they want. Second, in the light of consumer information, it becomes equally important to define the product concept clearly prior to its development. Third, it is important to design a unique superior product giving high product advantage to the firm. Fourth, technological sophistication, efficient execution of policy at all stages, and market attractiveness play a very significant role. Last, new product development is most effective when there is teamwork among R&D, engineering, manufacturing, purchasing, marketing, and finance departments. All the departments should work in a coordinated manner, looking at the various perspectives carefully. So, it can be safely concluded that developing a new product calls for integrated effort on the part of the management. Next, we will discuss about the new product development process. As discussed previously, it is really difficult to come up with a new product idea, but it is equally important to first have something to sell, a product, a service, or an idea, and that something must be developed very carefully. There are certain stages through which every company has to go to before arriving at the final product. The stages to be followed are: first, idea generation stage; second, idea screening stage; third, concept development and testing stage; fourth, business analysis stage; fifth, product and marketing mix development stage; next, market testing stage; last, commercialization stage. The development of a new product proceeds through a series of 7 stages that are listed above. During each stage, management must decide carefully whether to move on to the next stage, abandon the product, or seek additional information. While it is not necessary for all companies to follow the step by step approach, but still it is always recommended, as this approach helps them in minimizing the risk of product failure at a later stage. We will now be discussing the stages. The first stage in the new product development process is to generate various ideas which can be later evaluated as potential product options. At this stage, the focus is on inviting as many ideas as possible and from whatever source within or outside the organization, so that the manufacturer should not repent at a later stage that some ideas were not explored. Customers' needs and wants are the logical places to start in the search of new product ideas. Ideas can be generated by organizing focus group interviews with consumers, middlemen, feedback from sales personnel, employee suggestions, and acquiring knowledge about competitors' product strategies through various sources. The second stage we discuss is the idea screening stage. At this stage, the ideas generated at stage 1 are critically evaluated by the senior management in order to select the most attractive option. While selecting the ideas, the opinion of the people at various levels is sought so that the chances of committing an error can be reduced to the minimum. At the screening stage, the company must avoid 2 types of errors: a drop error, which occurs when the company dismisses an otherwise good idea, or a go error, which occurs when the company permits a poor idea to move into the development and commercialization stage. The purpose of the screening is to analyze the ideas carefully and avoid committing both the type of errors. The third stage is concept development and testing stage. At this stage, few selected ideas are discussed at length with the customers, distributors, and the company employees by showing them a detailed concept note or a storyboard displaying drawings of product ideas, so that their suggestions can be incorporated while designing an excellent product. During discussions with everyone, an effort is made to elicit their response in terms of their likes and dislikes of the concept, the various features to be included in the product, their level of interest in purchasing the product, and the likely price they would like to pay for the product. The next step is business analysis stage. At this stage, when marketers are left with one or two options, lots of efforts are made by them to check out the commercial viability of those product ideas, because no organization would like to move to the next stage with a loss making proposition. Even though the idea still remains on paper, an effort is made by marketers to estimate the tentative market size or the expected market demand of the product. Calculations are made regarding the estimated cost of manufacturing the product, and the resultant sales and profit figures are calculated. It is at this stage that the ideas are discussed with the purchase and production department personnel, so that it should be convenient for them to arrange for the necessary raw materials, machinery, and infrastructure to ensure a smooth production process. Next, we will be talking about product and marketing mix development stage. Ideas passing through the business analysis enter into the product and marketing mix development stage. At this stage, with the help of research and development department of the organization, the basic design of the product is prepared and certain prototypes of the ideas are developed. Lots of functional tests are performed on these prototypes under laboratory or field conditions to check their performance levels and safety standards. Decisions regarding the other three P's, namely price, place, and promotion, are also taken at this stage. Once the prototype is ready, a representative group of customers are invited to the company premises and are shown the real product. They are also encouraged to discuss the pricing strategies and give their comments on the sample advertisements. Customer suggestions at this stage help the company to arrive at appropriate marketing mix decisions, and the product is finally ready to be launched in the market. Next step is market testing stage. Products surviving up to step 6 are ready to be tested as real products in the market. At times, when the marketers are confident about the success of the product after the concepts testing stage, they can skip this stage, but generally, when their stakes are higher, they go for market testing before finally going for commercialization of their product. At this stage, the product is finally packed, priced, promoted, and introduced in a small geographical area. The response of the consumers is sought from the test marketing area, and the required adjustments are made in the various marketing mix elements. Once finally approved by the larger segment of target customers, the product is ready to move to the seventh stage, that is commercialization. The last stage is commercialization stage. This is a stage where the product is ready to be introduced to a wider market. Some firms introduce the product in phases to different parts of the market. This allows the company to plan the production in a more controlled way and to fine tune the marketing mix as the product is distributed to new areas. But before the product is distributed to new areas, certain important decisions are taken, such as when to introduce the product, that is, timing. Marketers have to decide about the right time to introduce the product in the market at a large scale, keeping the time factor into account, such as the seasonal nature of the products, festivities, and the flow of disposable income with consumers. Second, where to introduce the product, that is, geographical distribution. Marketers decide about the geographic dimensions of the market, that is, whether to launch the new product in a single locality, a specific region, several regions, national market, or at the international market. Third, to whom to target the product, that is, target market prospects. Within the markets where the products have been introduced, the company must target its distribution and promotion policy to the best prospect groups of customers. Last, how to introduce the product in the market, that is, introductory market strategy. Companies must develop a plan for introducing the new product in the market. Various marketing mix decisions are taken carefully to introduce the product in a big way in the markets. Sometimes attractive introductory offers are made to attract present and potential customers towards the new product, such as distribution of free samples, buyback guarantee, etc. Finally, to conclude, it can be said that it is very important for marketers to follow all these stages carefully if they want to avoid costly mistakes at a future date. Next, we will discuss about market maturity levels. As the new product is ready to enter in the market and start its life cycle, it becomes equally important for the marketers to understand the market maturity levels. They need to find out as to what is happening in the market and then adapt their product accordingly so that it should be able to do good business in that market. The marketers need to visualize the market's evolutionary path, that it is affected by consumers' needs and wants, customer strategies, changes in technology, government policies, middlemen's policies, and other developments. All these are quite capable of having an impact on the product and affecting their life cycle stage. Thus, it is essential for the marketers to understand the market maturity levels. First, emergence, second, growth, third, maturity, fourth, decline. The first stage in the market maturity levels is the emergence of a product. But before a product comes into existence, it is important for a marketer to first recognize the unmet needs of the consumers in the market. The product is later conceptualized keeping the needs and wants of consumers into account. The various attributes of the product, its style, design, color, features, functions, are all designed keeping in mind the consumer's expectations. For example, someone who invented mobile phones must have felt the need of the consumer to connect to people throughout. Earlier, the landline phones could not provide an all time connectivity to the consumers. So, when mobile phones were invented, marketers continuously conducted their research and development to come up with a wider variety of new and improved features for mobile phones to make them more and more useful to their consumers, and as a result, emergence of smartphones today. Generally, there are markets where buyers' preferences scatter widely. These are called diffused market preference. Philip Kotler has listed three options for entrepreneurs to design an optimal product for such markets. These are explained as under. First, a single niche strategy, where the new product can be designed to meet preferences of one of the segments of the market. Second, a multiple niche strategy, where two or more products can be simultaneously launched to capture two or more parts of the market. Third, a mass market strategy, where the new product can be designed for the middle of the market. Generally, a single niche strategy is more sensible for small firms as, with limited funds, it is always in their interest to design a product for a selected consumer segment and give them maximum satisfaction. A large firm can afford to go for mass marketing by designing a product that is medium in size, functions, and features and can cater to the needs of lots of consumers. A medium sized firm can afford to come up with two or more versions of the product, launch them in different parts of the market, and try to satisfy the requirements of two or more segments of consumers. Once finally the product has been designed and launched in the market, this is from where the emergence stage begins. Next maturity level is growth. When the sale of new product picks up, this gives an incentive to the other entrants to enter the market with similar products. When more and more competitors join in, this results in market to grow. But it is generally very difficult for a competitive firm to decide as to where to position their product against the existing brand. A small firm cannot afford to go in for a head on competition, so they might decide to launch their product in any of the small market corners. But in case the second firm is large enough and has ample resources, they can take the risk of launching their brand in the center against the pioneer. They can afford to give them competition in terms of promotion and distribution of goods. The two firms can, in the long run, end up sharing the mass market and carving a sizable market share for themselves. Third level we will discuss is maturity. Once the competitors have covered all the market segments and there are no new segments to tap, practically the market enters the maturity level. At this stage, there is cutthroat competition prevailing in the market as everyone tries to take away the competitor's share. Some companies try to fragment the markets into smaller market segments and try to look for a segment whose needs have remained unfulfilled till now. They invent new products with exclusive features to tap such untapped markets. This involves consolidating on certain attributes that have strong appeal but were ignored till now. Sometimes those new features give a new lease of life to the product and the product is able to sustain itself for some more time in the market. For example, in a market flooded with toothpaste of all kinds, promising whitening power, cleaning power, sex appeal, taste, or mouthwash effectiveness, Sensodyne designed its toothpaste to protect the gums and teeth from cavity. With this new attribute in their toothpaste, Sensodyne was able to capture 21% of the market share from the market leader Colgate in a short span of time. But even these consolidated markets move do not last for very long time. Other companies start copying the successful brand and the market again reaches the maturity point. Mature markets keeps swinging between fragmentation and consolidation moves of the marketers. The fragmentation is brought about by competition and the consolidation is brought about by innovation. The last level is decline. After a certain time, despite marketers pulling all their efforts, the demand for certain products start declining and their markets enter the decline level. There can be various reasons responsible for this, such as decline in the overall need for that product, changing consumer wants and expectations, and new technological developments. This is the stage where marketer is expected to invent a new product and replace the production of old product. With this, a new market evolution process will start for the new product. After developing a new product and understanding the various market maturity levels, a marketer has to introduce it in the market, keeping the various market conditions into account. Once introduced, it enters into its life cycle and goes through various stages.
To summarize, there are various challenges involved in developing new products as they can fail in the market due to insufficient research and development, lack of proper designing and conceptualization, cost overruns, overpricing, incorrect positioning and promotions, etc. There can be 6 categories of new products: new to the world products, new product lines, additions to existing product lines, improvements and revisions of existing products, repositioning and cost reduction products. The development of a new product can proceed through a series of 7 stages, such as idea generation, idea screening, concept development and testing, business analysis, product and marketing mix development, market testing and commercialization. During each stage, management must decide carefully whether to move on to the next stage, abandon the product or seek additional information. Customers' needs and wants are the logical places to start in search for new product ideas. At the screening stage, the company must avoid 2 types of errors. First, drop error, which occurs when the company dismisses an otherwise good idea, or a go error, which occurs when the company permits a poor idea to move into the development and commercialization stage. At the business analysis stage, marketers put in a lot of efforts to check out the commercial viability of selected product ideas. Customer suggestions at the product and marketing mix development stage help the company to arrive at appropriate marketing mix decisions. At the market testing stage, the product is finally packed, priced, promoted and introduced in small geographical area, and in the light of a response of the consumers, the required adjustments are made in various marketing mix elements. At the commercialization stage, the marketer finally decides as to when and where to introduce the product and to whom and how to introduce the product. For a firm, it is very important to first understand as to what is happening in the market and then adapt their product accordingly so that it should be able to do good business in the market. They need to visualize the market's maturity level as it is affected by consumers' needs and wants, competitors' strategies, changes in technology, government policy, middlemen's policy and other developments. The various market maturity levels are emergence, growth, maturity and decline. The emergence of a product takes place to meet the unmet needs of the customers. With more and more competitors joining in, this results in market growth level. Once the competitors has covered all the market segments and there are no new segments to tap, practically the market enters the maturity level. After a certain time, despite the marketers putting all their efforts, the demand for certain products start declining, and that reflects in the decline level in the market. This is from where the marketer is expected to invent a new product and replace the production of the old product, resulting in the start of a new market evaluation process.